whatever props you need to be comfortable. And if you've not practiced with me, I just want you to know that more than likely my cat will be in the video. So welcome. We're going to begin with a couple of moments of meditation. I want to welcome you to class. I'm glad you're here. So find a comfortable seat. I'm sitting on a blanket because it helps me lift the hips and makes it easier to lengthen my spine. I'm in simple cross-legged pose and my palms are down. And I'm going to come into a soft gaze, but your eyes can be closed. And begin to draw the awareness to the breath. And let your breath check in with the physical body. Now we are in unprecedented times. We are experiencing things that we don't normally experience. As someone who is older, I cannot remember a time like this in my lifetime. And you may feel things in your body that you're not used to feeling. I am having higher levels of anxiety, even though I am moving about my day and going through my list. Breathe into all of those spaces. Maybe it serves you to exhale fully and deeply through the mouth to release out that extra little bit of tension that you might be feeling. We are not going to push our thoughts away in our practice. We are going to observe them. We are going to pay attention fully. And we are going to be with all the parts of us through this practice. Maybe you can find a little more depth on the inhale and a little more emptying on the exhale. Be mindful that you are meditating with others. You are not alone on your mat right now. There are others breathing right alongside you. And there is something powerful in that. Now we will deepen our breath a little bit more. We will draw our hands together in front of our heart and bow your head. And as we take a moment to remember what we're grateful for, let us hold those who are sick and those who are struggling and those who are caring for the sick in our sights this evening. Let us not only practice for ourselves, but let us practice for them. When you're ready, blink open the eyes. And welcome once again. We will draw fingertips down and inhale up. And we'll interlace our fingers. Let's just exhale down. And when you feel ready to inhale, flip up and just draw the arms up alongside the ears. Now, if you're tight in your shoulders, you may come forward a little bit, and that's fine. So you're looking for that length in the spine on the inhale, and then maybe that reaching back of the arms on the exhale. Now, you might be tight, and that might not happen, and that's fine. You don't want to poke the belly forward. You want to find length in the spine. The next time you exhale, exhale and twist to the right. And take a nice little twist. Draw the shoulders down the back. The gaze is going to look out over the right shoulder. So twists come from the thoracic spine, the vertebra of the ribs. Some of the low back may go with you, but those ligaments and tendons tend to be tight. So we want to be gentle there. The next time you inhale, you're going to inhale, float up, and visualize each vertebra of the back lengthening. Maybe there's a baby cobra at the top, and then exhale, float down. I'm just checking for anything that you might need, and take that twist on the other side. Connect breath to the movement. So as you inhale, find lift and expansion in the body. Maybe you feel the collarbone broaden. As you exhale, find a little bit of depth in the twist. And then the next time you exhale, just exhale, come back, center. So what we're going to do is we're going to come, if you're on a prop, come off. Thank goodness, my cat shut on me. And we're going to come right into 90-90. We're going to open those hips a little bit before we come into our sun breath. So I'm sitting and I've got my left hip out and then shin parallel foot. Same thing with the back. Hip to knee, shin parallel foot flexed. And then I'm inhaling length and I'm just taking a little fold. And I'm exploring opening into the head, right? You may be tight. This is the beginning of our practice. And maybe we're hanging out upright more than we're hanging out in a forward fold. Maybe we're walking a little bit left, right. You keep working in this asana. I'm going to walk over to the screen just to check on all of you. Make sure there's nothing in the chat box. Great. And keep breathing. And then inhale up. And then just exhale the legs forward. And shake them out before we go to the other side. One very soft forward bend. So inhale length, knees bent, arms up, and just release forward. Let it feel good. You can either grab shins or toes, find lots of length, and exhale, release, and just let it feel really yummy in the back. Maybe there's more rounding than length, and that's okay. And then we're gonna set up for the 90-90 on the other side. Excuse me 1 second. I'm sorry, Autumn was not letting me practice. All right, so 90-90 other side. So the hip to the knee, to the ankle, to the toes. And then we're releasing. And see where you feel this most in your body and breathe into those spaces. And then inhale up, and then gently bring the knees up. This time, just bring the legs wide as feels comfortable enough for a good stretch, right? Because again, we're at the beginning of our practice. And just a very gentle forward fold. Notice my knees are bent, right? Because my hamstrings are asking me what I'm doing. We may be sitting more than we normally do because we're not getting outside and we're not walking as much as we do. All right, and then we're going to come right out. And so we're going to bring hands under knees. We're going to come into simple cross-legged pose, and we're going to roll right onto all fours for cat-cow. If you need a blanket under the knees, please get one so you're comfortable. And open the hands wide. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale into the back bend. And then we exhale and we round. And so again, another opportunity to connect breath to movement. Good, so we had a nice slow stretchy start. Let us on the next exhale, curl our toes and reach right back into our first downward dog. And let's take a few breaths here. Nice, go out the legs if that feels good. You can also twist here. What that means is you roll the feet to the sides, keep the hands grounded, and the arms active, and then you twist to the other side. Good. And then we're gonna do some plank downward dog movements. So the inhale is the plank. You can hold for 1 to 2 breaths. Find that strong plank. And then the exhale, the rest is the down dog. And we're building core strength. We're inhaling. Finding that plank. And we're exhaling. The next time you're in plank, hold. Hold your plank, and then all you're gonna do is a knee tap. So ground out, right knee, right elbow, step back, and then other side. River Hudson, nut now. And then other side. And then left side, and then down dog. And then look between the hands, and however you like to come forward, with a lunge, a walk, or a hop. Inhaling length. And exhaling forward fold. So open the feet, hang upside down, and soften the knees and get very heavy. Great. Good. And then release the arms. Bring the hands to the waist. Come halfway up. And from the strength of your core, come all the way to stand. Open the arms wide. Bring the arms up. Maybe baby cobra at the top. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. 2 sun breaths. So on an inhale, arms down, around, and up. And exhale, long swan dive. Knees can be soft. Exhale. Your inhale, halfway up with either hands on the shins or fingers on the floor. And then the exhale is the fold. The inhale, we come all the way up. And then we exhale, hands to heart. Good. One more. Inhaling. Then we're going to add on. And exhaling. Inhaling halfway up. Exhaling, fold. And then inhaling all the way up. And then exhaling down. Nice. So now, before we come down, you're gonna inhale up, exhale, right arm down and side lean. Okay, we need to get into that side body. On the inhale, float up, and as you exhale, float left. On the inhale, float up, and on the exhale, float down. Good. And then inhale halfway up, and exhale, right leg back. Nice. And we're gonna hang out here for a couple of breaths, just breathing length. And then the next time we inhale, step the right leg up, just find length, and then we're gonna just step the left leg back and find that length. Just opening into that area. And then the next time you inhale, step forward, finding length, and then that right leg is going to step back. Nice, and we're breathing. And the right hand can come down and we can twist. So at any time you can put this back knee down if you need more stability. Otherwise, you're gonna twist, and again, from the mid-back, and then that arm can follow. And we're breathing. And lower down. Come to fingertips on an inhale, step forward. Inhale, length. Exhale, we're just gonna bring that left leg right back. And we're breathing. Nice, and we're breathing. Hi, everybody. I'll be happy when we're all in the same room again. And then the left hand comes down from the heart. And then if the shoulder's open, reach open. Good. And then lower down. Now we're not gonna go forward. We're gonna head back to a plank. So head back to plank. Now because we're all in our own homes, you can take whatever chaturanga you want. So I'm gonna come for knees, low push-up, baby cobra. And then I'm gonna work through reverse plank and meet you in down dog. And bicycle out. So before we do some more sun salutations, let's lift, let's set the left leg a little center. Lift the right leg straight up as it feels good. And pour that hip open. Now, if you don't want to pour the hip open, you can just work with a straight leg. But we're gonna step the right leg or the right foot to the outside of the right hand for just a little lizard opener. So notice my hands are on the inside. And I'm just taking a moment to open the hip. And I'm just stretching into that hip for a moment. That's all, waking up the hips. I don't know about you friends, but I'm spending more time in the house, obviously, and more time at a computer. So I'm a lot tighter than I normally am. All right, so when we go back to bring left leg forward, you have the option for the additional hip opener or three-legged dog or down dog. But do it with control and thoughtfulness. So engage that core, step back, pour the hip open if you're doing that, and then lower that leg. Bicycle out before we do the other side. And then you have the option for the three-legged dog. You know where we're going. We're heading to lizard. So you can move right to the lizard if that's what serves you. And then knee to elbow. Good. And then you're right here. And then you're breathing. Opening up. And just waking up those hips. So holding poses are great because it gives the body information. Unless you're in pain, then get out. All right, we're gonna head back to down dog. If you would like the hip opener first, you can take it. If you would like to do the split, take it, right? You know your practice. Challenge yourself, invite yourself, and then we'll meet in dog. All right, look between the hands and however you would like to come forward. So a lunge, a walk, a hop. Meet at the front, lengthen the spine. Exhale, really yummy forward fold. And then the inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale, hands. Good. So same thing again, I wanna do that side lean. So on an inhale, both arms up. On an exhale, right arm down with a side lean. On an inhale, float up. Follow your breath because you're home. On an exhale. And then on an inhale, float up. Maybe a little back bend. And then the exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Step or jump back to plank. Your chaturanga. I'm gonna work an upward facing dog. And then we'll meet in down dog. All right. So let's step the right foot between the hands. My knee is over my ankle. My back leg is extended. So this right hip is drawing back, while that left hip is drawing forward. I'm softening the back knee, and I am lifting up into high lunge. And I am playing with my balance. Good. And then I'm going to extend once and pull down into cactus arms. And I'm breathing. Nice. I'm drawing my pinky fingers in as I lift up. And on my exhale, I'm going to float down. Good. And I'm going to set myself up for my chaturanga. So your chaturanga can look whatever you wanted to bring that left leg forward. Full chaturanga, it could be a down dog, whatever you need it to be. I'm working in baby cobra. 2 tabletop this time. 2 down dog. And then when you feel ready, on an inhale, step the left foot between the hands. Good. Soften the back knee. Feel really grounded in the legs. And come up. Nice. So that back knee can remain bent, or it can work towards straight. And then you can add the arms. And then find something in front of you to focus on. If you want to work into a straight leg to find space, come high in the back toes, then a little pull-up bar. You can work in there. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, length. Everyone step back to dog. Bicycle out in dog. If you want your vinyasa, you can take it. But then we're all going to meet in a nice long child's pose. Or not, yeah, a nice long child's pose. Come to child's pose for a moment. We're just grounding the breath here. We have more to practice. Good. We got our heartbeat up. Come high on the fingertips, and from your child's pose, walk out to the right as far as feels good. Inhale, length. And exhale, release down. And then the next time you inhale, come back center. Find lots of length. And exhale. Release down. And then come back center. And from the core, roll all the way up into a cat-cow. And we're going to inhale one good cat-cow and then come to a neutral spine. And we're going to do a little shoulder release, 2 little shoulder stretches before we come back to our standing poses. So we'll bring our fingertips to the outside. On the inhale, we roll open. And then we exhale and we round. So we'll take 4 on each side. And when you've completed the 4, move to the other side. So release down. Inhale and exhale. And then tap the back of the head, right? So this is all coming from the thoracic spine. And we're rolling open and rounding. And rolling open and rounding. And rolling open and rounding. And rounding. Good. And now we're going to thread the needle. So this prepared us for threading the needle. So I'm going to start it on this side and then switch because I want to show you the top arm. Actually, I'm going to show you on this side. So you're going to inhale and open. You can start on the side of your choice. I'm going to start on left. I'm going to roll this arm over and let it come from my heart. And then I'm going to tuck it under. I'm going to be very gentle on my head. Now my right arm is on top. I could be on fingertips. I can walk the hand forward, but I'm mindful where my head lands because I don't want to hurt my neck. And then I'm rolling through the mid body, the shoulder. I'm stretching. Good. And then when you're ready to come out, either on fingertips or a flat palm, pull out and open that shoulder open. And lower down. Good. And then the other side. So you roll this open as far as feels good. And then you tuck it under. And then you walk this hand, the left hand, either on fingertips or palms. It could be alongside the face. It could be slightly in front of you. And then the exhale, you twist into the vertebra of the spine. Good. And then you release open. Lower the hands. 1 cat-cow. And then we're going to take a puppy. And the depth of the puppy will be up to you. My hips are over my knees. So I'm going to be very mindful to put a little bit of an arch in my tailbone, but as much as feels good to me. And I'm going to walk, and I'm going to walk, and I'm going to walk, and I'm going to release my heart towards the floor, and I'm going to stretch into my upper back and shoulders. Good, and then I'm going to walk back, and I'm going to find my downward dog. And I'm going to fly skull out. And then however you want to bring your hands, your feet to your hands, you can walk, you can lunge, you can hop, you can inhale length and exhale fold. And then you can inhale all the way up and exhale, hand start. So I'm gonna step my right foot open so I can see you. I don't know if you can see. Autumn is sitting on my bar watching contently. So at any moment she may attack. She's not letting me get a lot done. Good. All right, and so we're gonna turn, let's go in the direction of the right, warrior two, or you can follow me, however this is working for you, right? And we'll head into warrior two. And you're here. Good, and find some strong breaths in warrior two. First, set your foundation, long spine, grounding, arms up. I'm just gonna play with the screen. I think we're good. You guys keep breathing. All right. Now turn the front palm up, reach up and lift, 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 and back. And we're gonna head right into right angle. So the next time you exhale, come back, and forward. Good, now if you go to the floor or block, by all means go there. You can leave this hand on the hip. You can go to top arm. You can go along the ear, whatever feels good. And you can breathe. Good, now this time when we come out for crescent, we're gonna straighten this right leg. So we're gonna, what we call reverse trikonasana. So we're gonna come up. Good, and then we're gonna straighten both feet forward. Just take a moment. Come to the other side. Heel to arch, 90-degree angle. Setting up for warrior two. Feeling strong. Finding the quality of your breath while making those subtle adjustments in the pose. And that becomes the mindful movement, right? There's no past, there's no forward, there's just this present moment. Front palm up, crescent. And then we're heading right into the right angle. And it could be straight ahead, it could be along the ear. Make sure you find space in the toes and in the feet, right? The foundation starts at the very bottom of the feet. Now when we lift up, we're gonna come all the way up into reverse trikonasana. And then into our star. Good, and we're gonna heel toe in for goddess. Thank you, friends. And so when you sit up for goddess, you want the knees over the ankles, and you want the thighs and the knees rolling back, which can take time, right? Because that's a lot of muscle opening. And then you find a strong foundation on the top. And so you have options here. You can side lean. I like to press in here and do a little twisting. And then when you're ready, straighten. And then we're gonna open for forward fold. Options with the hands. You can put them in prayer behind your back. You can clasp elbows, or you can interlace them. You want the shoulder opener? You can inhale up and exhale, reach. So we're gonna stay here for a few breaths and let this be one of our inversions. So you can bring the arms down at any time, if that serves you, and then bring this into a twist. Nice. And then if you want to bring the hands down, you can bring one hand under the heart or the chin and then twist up. Great. And then the other side. Good. And then to come up, bring your hands on your hips and come up with a long spine. Good. And with that nice long spine. Terrific. All right. So now, just pivot back towards the front of your mat. Exhale down. And step back to downward dog. And bicycle out. And then drop your knees. One. Cat-cow. Good. And then you're just going to come up on your shins for a minute. Come into camel. Good. And so a couple of ways you can do camel. If you don't normally practice camel, you can bring your hands to your hips, chin down. And the objective is to lift the heart and reach up and back. And then when you're ready, come out and take a breath. If you want more, you can curl toes or come to touch the shins, and you can reach all the way back to heels. If you have your blocks, you can reach back to your blocks and work in your camel. My friends, I'm just checking because I think somebody's mic is on. Great. And then when you're ready, lift out. And then from here, come to all fours for a cat-cow. Now we're gonna come into dolphin. We're gonna come into dolphin. If you headstand or shoulder stand, or I'm sorry, if forearm stand, this is where you will do that. Otherwise, you'll work with me in dolphin. So you'll bring your forearms down and you'll touch opposite elbows. And then you interlace hands. So we're building the strength for learning inversions. So we'll curl the toes. And we'll come upside down. And we'll breathe. When this feels like dolphin is enough, you will walk back to forearm plank. Oh, hips down. One thing about the computer is I'm now finding my hips. And then when this feels like enough, you'll open up into the Sphinx. And you will breathe in the Sphinx. And that's where we'll meet. We'll meet in Sphinx pose. So if you did do forearm stand, you will come down in the next couple of breaths. Good. Now, from here, we're going to take some back bends. And hopefully Autumn will let us. First one, baby cobra. So hands alongside. Well, don't yell at me. And then nice and long. Inhale up, baby cobra. Feel the toes reaching away from you. Glutes are active. Lower down. Good. And then king cobra. So more weight in the hands. Press all the way up. Pelvis is still on the floor. Glutes are working. Toes are working. Fingers are working. If this is too tight, lower down. And we lower down. Good. And then upward facing dog. So hands alongside the waist. Lots of length. We press to straight arms. Glutes are working. And we press. The knees can come off the ground. The gaze can come up. And then we lower down. Nice. Stack one palm. Then the other palm, lengthen through the whole back body, the whole posterior chain. And then just rest for a moment. Good, and then switch sides. You all see my blanket behind me? This is my teaching assistant. We're gonna stretch the shoulder, okay? If you have shoulder sensitivity, work in child's pose with the arms alongside the body. This is a nice shoulder stretch. So I'm gonna show it on the right side. I'm gonna bring my arm out. I'm gonna turn my gaze left. I'm gonna bend my left leg. My fingertips are in front of my heart. I'm reaching up and over. And I'm stretching into my right shoulder. I'm gonna take maybe 5 breaths here. When you're ready, lift the knee, roll out. Pull that arm in, lengthen, and then other side. Make a little tent with the fingers, bend the knee, lift up, roll open, and stretch into that shoulder. And again, if you don't like it, that's fine. You can work in child's pose. And then inhale up, roll back. Bring the arms forward into prayer hands. Gaze down, lengthen through the toes, lengthen through the fingers. Just feel the whole body get long. And then bring the hands alongside the body. We're gonna press back to child's pose. You can come through tabletop on the way. And then come back to your child's pose. Knees can be wide or touching. Good. And then when it feels good, you may enjoy your child's pose, press into downward facing dog. Good, and then you're either gonna hop, actually let's all walk to our hands and find our squat. So let's find our squat. If you're not a squatter, because this is tight, sit on your bottom and bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly. We're gonna breathe here for a moment, and wonderful for opening the hips, wonderful for opening the low back, right? And still find length in the vertebra. I like to draw my wrist, my palms together and draw down to stretch through my wrists. And then I'm gonna plop down, and now I'll find my butterfly. My goodness. And just breathe here. So let's open here. So we'll do Jani Shirshasana first. So let's extend our right leg, and we'll do a gentle twist. So you have options. The foot can be on the inside, or it can be over on the outside. This will add more depth, your choice. And you can hold, or you can inhale, creating lots of length. When we inhale, we're creating all this length, and you can wrap. And we're gonna take a breath. Great, and then counter twist the other way. Good, then come back center, pick the hip up, maybe give it a little rock, and then place it on the inside. Jani Shirshasana. So you can walk, and let's walk down tonight. So we can have as much bend in the knee as we need, because that opens the hamstrings. So we can inhale, length, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. So the exhale, the inhale, I visualize from the tailbone right up to the crown of the head. And then I exhale. And we're gonna hold here for a few breaths. Maybe the leg will go flat. You want to side lean before we leave. The right hand could be on the foot or the inside, and you're twisting the heart open. Inhaling the top arm up and exhaling. Just lots of lean. All right. From the grounding of that hip all the way out. And then we inhale up and a little twist before we go to the other side. Come back center. Butterfly for another moment. Not even. And then extend that leg long. Good. And then from here, same thing. So lots of length. If you enjoy bringing the arms up, please do. Otherwise, take the walk. But you're connecting the breath to the moment again, to the movement again. We're back in that meditation. Right? So these stagnant poses remind us about the breath. So the inhale, we lengthen and find space. The exhale, we find depth. And if you like the side lean, the left hand could be on the foot or the inside, maybe even at the outside. But first twist. And then inhale up. And then inhale up, and we'll twist over this leg. And then come back center, pull back into the butterfly. Now, some friends like to be very close here for their forward fold. Some friends want more space. Okay, ask your body for somewhere in the middle. Inhale, exhale. Can you touch your toes? Can you touch your toes? Yeah. Where can you find more release in your body? And then hold on to that for when it feels challenging in the days to come. And when you're ready, inhale up. Hands under knees. Come into full forward fold. We're going to do two. The first one, the feet will be a little wider than hips distance. And let's inhale, arms straight up. Feel really long. Visualize space in each vertebra with lots of space and fold forward. So notice my knees are really bent, my feet are flexed, and I'm just going to collapse in between and get really heavy. If you want to straighten the legs, go ahead. Otherwise, just let this be a bit of a rounding. The next one will go for length. I'm just checking the time. And then round up. And now bring the legs together and legs extended. Maybe you still need some bend in the knee, and I should probably show this sideways. All right, good. So lots of length. So notice I'm checking in with my length. And then I'll play with this part, right? Because our organs, the majority of our organs live here. So we want to create lots of space for them. And you have the option of the lift, and you have the option of the walk. Right? But every inhale, I'm lifting. And every exhale, I'm releasing. And that's my mindful movement right now. Right? So wherever you are, you have the option to come back to that breath. And if you haven't said thank you for your breath today, I invite you to do that right now. And then either roll up or come up with a long spine. Every time we do something with a long spine, we strengthen the core. And then we're going to roll onto our backs. And we're going to take a nice bridge. But before we do, we're going to just warm the spine up a little bit. So I'm just going to feel where my heels are, that they're a comfortable distance from my sit bones. We're going to activate the glutes and the quad muscles, and we're going to do 5 bridge lifts. All right, so we're just going to find that strength in our core. And so we're going to inhale, 1, and down, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Good. And then come down, and then we're going to add on with marching bridge. So we're going to bring the hips up, stabilize the core, and then it's going to be 2 leg lifts each side while stabilizing the core. Right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And then lower down. Now you have the option of full bridge or wheel, whatever you're feeling like in your practice tonight. So when you're ready, you're going to inhale the hips up with wheel or bridge. Finding that opening. Remembering to breathe fully. And then when you're ready to come down, you'll release, lowering, lengthening through each vertebra. And you'll draw the knees in. Maybe there's a happy baby in there. We're not done yet. Good. And then we're going to bring the knees over the hips. And we're going to press the hands into the knees and the knees into the hands while we ground the low back into the floor. So this is a low back release. So we're just pressing and pressing, and we may lift the hips and the shoulders, and we're pressing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Waking up the back. Arms come straight up. And so it's opposite. Right hand, left leg extends. And switch, core engagement. Good. And then hug the knees in. Nice. And then put the left leg down, cross the ankle. Inhale up. And then curl up, thread the right hand through. You're either gonna hold the hamstring or the shin. And you're gonna roll back, low back stretch. Good, and then lower the foot down, cross that leg right over, arms come out, and roll to your left. Just a nice little back stretch. Good, and then roll back, uncross, hug the legs in. Maybe do one little circle with the hips. Your hips got nice stretches tonight. And then right leg down, left ankle right below the knee. Inhale up, draw in and thread through, and either holding the shin or the hamstring. Draw the legs in, a little back stretch. And really connect with the breath. Maybe you need to exhale through the mouth. Good, and then lower down, and then cross that leg. If you have a different twist that you enjoy taking, please take it. And then twist to the right. All right, and then roll back, and then extend. One leg forward, the other leg forward, and one arm alongside the body, the other arm alongside the body. And we're going to take a moment to rest in Shavasana. The eyes can be closed. Begin to deepen the breath. And stretch through the fingers and stretch through the toes. And inhale, arms overhead. And exhale the knees into the belly. Take any last stretches you need before you roll to the right side and come to a sit for a moment in silence before we say goodnight. And when you're there, bring your hands into Namaste in front of your heart. Centering back in where we connect the mind, body, and the spirit. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with peace, and may you find ease. And to all beings everywhere, may they too be safe. May they be happy. May they be healthy. Let us hold the healthy. May we live with peace, and may they too find ease. The light in me honors and bows to light within each one of you. Thank you for spending time with me tonight. I send you all deep love and gratitude, and I miss you very much. Namaste.
When is your next class?
So it'll be next Wednesday, but I'm also teaching at Do. So you can look at Do Yoga. I'll put it on the Facebook. Hi, you're there. Hi, everybody. I miss you guys so much.
Let me put my face there.
How is everybody feeling?
Good.
Good? Oh, this is crazy. Yes. So stay in touch. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. And I'm teaching Sunday nights at Do Yoga, D-O-U. And I have a Zoom class there at 5:30 on Sunday. Yeah, I can put that in there. I can put that under everybody. But if you Facebook me, you're on Facebook or Instagram. So it's doyoga.com. Then you could find me. You all look wonderful.
Is this the only class you are teaching?
For now with these guys, yeah, because their schedule is very limited. Yeah, but if
Can
you want,
ask them more?
you can ask them for more, or you can message me. I have time during the week. I can set up another time. Here, I can put let me put my number in here. You guys should have my number before we sign this off. Take a picture of it with your phone, and then you have my number. We're all friends. And then you you can text me. And then if you have time, because we're only doing about 4-hour content a day for the kids. And then if you know you have a time, then I can set up a Zoom just for us and we can do another class. And we can be stretchy.
Thank you very much.
It was great to see everybody. I miss our time together. I hope you're all healthy. All right. Be well, friends, till next time.
See you next time.
This it? Oh, 347. Sorry. It's 347. There. There it is. Got it?
Got it.
All right, awesome. All right, so stay in touch, even if you send me a hi. And I apologize for my cat.
It's okay. Now we leave.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.